Hello, grade 8 students. This is day 25 of SCP Mathematics 3A lesson series. In this video, I'm planning to discuss about the matrices. By now, some of you might have started this lesson or might have completed this lesson in the school. Anyway, in this video, I'm planning to explain the steps and the definitions and what we want to do in simple terms. The matrices, that is the plural word of matrix, right? And the matrix in mathematics, the word matrix we identify is a rectangular arrangement of numbers, symbols, or expressions organized in rows and columns. Right? That is the meaning of matrix. In mathematics, if we are talking about a matrix, I repeat, it is a rectangular arrangement of numbers, symbols, or expressions organized in rows and columns. Right? Okay, so then let me explain this with an example. Now you just see that the two ladies, Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Jones, they have gone on shopping. And what they have bought? Oranges, lemons, and grapefruits. Now you can see the Mrs. Smith has bought 6 oranges, 2 lemons, and 3 grapefruit. And Mrs. Jones, she has bought 5 oranges, 1 lemon, and 2 grapefruits. Right, so then what I'm going to do, so this is the example, and I'm going to illustrate this with the help of a matrix. Now, can you remember the definition I gave you? It should be a rectangular arrangement. That here I have the numbers, the number of fruits that each type they have bought, and then I'm taking the numbers and I make and organize them in rows and columns. Now you can see 6, 2, 3, and then the 5, 1, 2. So these are what? So this is the first row, or I name it as row 1, and this is the second row. I name it as row 2. In other words, that you can see this is the column 1, and this is the column 2, and this is the column 3. Now you can understand here, right? So then it is that we have 2 rows and 3 columns. So then you know that you want to have the note in your theory book. You write down the main topic in pink color. First you put the date and write the main topic matrices. So then that is the plural word of matrix. And then here that they have explained a rectangular array of numbers is called a matrix. The plural word is the matrices. It is held together by curved brackets. You can see that it is covered with the curved brackets. Each item, any item you can see inside this matrix, we name it as an entry. A matrix can have any number of rows and columns. According to this example, we do have 2 rows and 3 columns. Now let's say you want to define the size of this matrix. How we are going to define the size of a matrix, children? You write the number of rows and then the multiplication sign, and you write the number of columns, right? For an example, here you can see that we have 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 rows. And then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 columns. Now you might feel that here we are talking about a size, there should be a number. Therefore, sometimes that you try to get the answer 3 times 4, 12. No, if you write 3 times 4, 12, it is wrong. Here we show the size of the matrix with the help of the number of rows and the number of columns. And then if you are writing the size of this matrix, you just write 3 into 4. That's it. You don't get the answer. And then each and every number inside the matrix, we name it as row. And you can see that rectangular array, that this arrangement, we have covered with the curved brackets, right? We have covered with the curved brackets. Okay, so then we will move to the questions. Now you just see here they have given us an example. So give the size of the matrix. First you see how many rows you have. We have 2 rows. And how many columns we do have, children? We have 4 columns. So then how do you write the size? The matrix is a 2 into 4 matrix. That is how you write. They have asked, so most probably that you get this kind of question in paper 1, right? And you just write that you know that you have limited space to write the answers when it comes to the paper 1 most of the time. So then how you are going to write the answer? The matrix is a 2 into 4 matrix, right? And the second part, what is the entry in the second row? Okay, so then you slowly go to the second row. Okay, the second row, third column, this one, that means they are talking about this entry. The entry in the second row, the comma third column is 6, right? So you can copy down this box example. This is the exact way you want to write your answers, children. The matrix is a 2 into 4 matrix. And then how you are going to write the entry value? The entry in the second row, comma, third column is 6, right? Okay, here the exercise, they ask you to write the size of the matrix in question 1 to 6. How you are going to write that? Question number 1. The matrix is 2 into 2 matrix. Then this one, the question number 2, the matrix is 2 into 3 matrix. Question number 3, the matrix is a 2 into 1 because we have only one column. And then the question number 4, you can see one row and one column. So then you write the matrix is a 1 into 1 matrix. Question number 5. The matrix is a 1 into 3. We have only one row and 3 columns. And the last one, question number 6, it is the matrix is a 3 into 2. We have 3 rows and 2 columns. Always we want to talk about the number of rows and the number of columns, right? Okay, so we will move to question number 7. In question number 7, children, that you are supposed to write the answers, but you can remember the entry in the second row, comma, third column, second row, third column. It is 6. You write the entry in the second row, comma, third column is 6. The entry in the third row, second column is 8. The entry in the first row, second column is 2. The entry in the third row, first column is 7. This is how you want to write the answers, right? Okay, so then we will move to the addition of matrices. You can write the subtopic. So far we just did the introduction and then addition of matrices. Children, to add the two matrices, you should have a common thing. Both of them should be in the same size, right? So we will discuss this later and how we are going to do this, children, that you can see this is 2 into 3 matrix, right? This is 2 into 3 matrix. And this is also 2 into 3 matrix. So then the answer also should be 2 into 3. How we are going to do that? You add these 6 plus 3, 9. Then you add 2 plus 0, 2. Then you add 3 plus 1, 4. The same way, 5 plus 4, 9. 1 plus 2, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. You don't want to draw the arrows and the symbols like this. I just showed you to explain that what I'm doing there. Otherwise, you want to do them in mind, right? And you write the answers. This is very easy when you are adding the matrices. So then here you can see this one they have given. This is 2 into 3 and this is 2 into 2. Can you add them together? No, because that when you are adding the entries one by one, you come across with a situation where this 1 and 1, we don't have any other entry to add with in the second matrix. So then how we are going to write the answer? You just write cannot be worked out. You just write it as cannot be worked out. So then what is the rule we should have if you want to add the matrices? They should be in the same size. If not, we can't add them together. We cannot be worked out, right? And we will move to few examples. Now you can see the first one, 2 into 2 and 2 into 2. Both of them are in the same size. You can just add the values. 6 plus 4, 10. 3 plus 1, 4. 1 plus 3, 4. And 2 plus 2, 4. But if you look at the second one, part B, you can see this is 2 into 1 and 2 into 2, right? 2 into 1 and 2 into 2. So can we add them? No. How do we write? Cannot work. So then you can either write not possible or else you can write cannot be worked out. Anything that you can write. If need that, if you have enough space, you can write because they are in different sizes. Right? They are in different sizes, or else the size of the matrices are not equal, so we cannot we cannot add them, or else this cannot be worked out. Right? Hope it is clear for all of you. And then if it is the same, I'll take few examples. Here I can write 2 plus 10, 12, and 3 plus 12, 15, and I use the curve bracket like this. Right? And this one, how I can do? 9 plus 6, 15. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. 1 plus 0, 1. And, right? So then always before moving to the next question, you just double check whether you have done it correctly or not. But this one cannot be worked together. Why is that? So you can see the size of the matrix. Each matrix, it is different. So this is the one 3 times 1 and this is 3 times 2. So it doesn't work together, right? Okay. Then we'll see children. So this is the same concept. But here we have to deal with the negative numbers. When you are doing something like this, that earlier when you just add the matrix and the entries of a matrix, you just add it, no? So, but here we want to have a working column. You just write like this: 4 plus negative 3. Then I write 4 minus 3. The answer is 1. Right? Then the next one, negative 3 add 2. So then it is negative 1. Then the 4 plus 1, the answer is 5. Negative 1 add 4, the answer is 3. You write the things like this, then you get the answers. 1, see, and then the negative 1, and then the 4, 5, and 3, right? So you want to get it carefully because that you might write in the wrong place, the wrong entry position. You want to write them at the correct position. So then you can do them in the working column like this because you are dealing with the negative numbers. And if there is a negative entry or the second entry, if it is a negative that you write like here, you add what you add? Negative 3. Here to negative 3, you add what? 2. To negative 1, you add what? Just 4. So then you get the answer. Then when you have the similar signs or the different signs, and when you have the two signs closer, what you should do, we have learned these things in grade 6. Okay, we'll do another example like this. I'll take question number 18, right? I want to write 1 plus 4. The answer is 5. And here I write 5. Then the next one, negative 3, 2, add negative 3. Then I write negative 2, negative 3. The answer is negative 5. So I write here negative 5. And then negative 2, add 5. And it is 3. So then you write 3 here. And the next working, 1, add negative 1. And that is 1 minus 1. The answer is 0. So I write 0 here, and then I use the curve bracket. I want to double check. 1 plus 4, 5. Negative 2, negative 3, negative 5. Negative 2, positive 5, positive 3. 1 minus 1, 0. Right. So likewise, before moving to the next one, you do it in your mind, right? So then we'll see that we have something like this. Okay, question number 20. Now here, this is 2 into 1 matrix. And this is 1 into 2 matrix, right? This is 1 into 2. Can we add them? No. Don't be panicked to do it. First, the very first thing, either you are dealing with the positive numbers or you are dealing with the negative numbers. The very first thing you want to be mindful, the size of the matrix. If the sizes are different, either positive or negative, we can't do that. You just write it is impossible, or else this cannot be worked together. So then you can, if need that, you can write the size is different. The most important thing is checking the size. Now we'll move to the question number 15. For question number 15, the same size. So then we can write negative 2, add negative 1. And then you write negative 2, negative 1. The answer is negative 3. Then you write negative 3. And then negative 3, add 0. That is negative 3. Then negative 3. Then you add 34 plus 2. It is 6. And you write 6 here. And then you use the curve bracket like this. Right? You can use the curve bracket nicely like this. I want to double check. Negative 2, negative 1, negative 3. Yes, correct. Right? So this is what you want to do. If you are dealing with the negative signs, definitely you want to do them in a working column. Right? Then I am moving to the next part. The multiples of matrix. Children, can you remember the definition we learned in Unit 1? The multiples. What are multiples? So you get the multiples. You multiply a number by another natural number. So then 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 4. 2 times 5, 10. 2 times 6, 12. So what I'm doing that I get the multiples of 2, right? The same way, let's say that you have 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1. That how many times you have written it? 3 times, right? So then you write it like this. Then how do you do the multiplication? That if they have given you that the 3, the meaning of this, it is 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, like this. So then 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 1, 3. Then you write the answer. You multiply each and every entry by the number outside. You just see the next one. 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times negative 2, it is negative 10. right? And I will show you another example here. Let's say you come across with a number like this. Question number 2, look at this. So the multiples, right? Question number 2. What you're supposed to do, again, that if it is not a whole number, if it is a fraction or a decimal, you can just write half into 2. The answer is 1. Then half into 4, half into 1, the answer is half. Half into 6, the answer is 3. Half into 3, the answer is 3/2. Then half into 8, the answer is 4. Then what I do, I write this 1, 2, half, 3. 3/2, 4, and you draw the curve bracket like this. You can write the things in fraction like this, but you want to write them clearly without mixing up the numbers. So this is how you want to write. If it is a half the fraction, don't worry, you just multiply each and every entry by the fraction which is in the outside, like I did, and you get the answers, and you write down each and every answer entry at the correct place. So then you use the curve bracket. That is done. Okay, so with the next video, children, I will explain you the subtraction of matrices. Now we have learned the addition of matrices and the multiples. And the next video, I will talk about the subtraction of matrices, right? And then we want to do the mixed questions, and we can do them together. You can do these questions with me, and then we will move forward. Okay, children, so then we'll meet again with the next video. Till then, stay safe. This is day 25 of STP Mathematics 3A. See you then. Bye.